Now, when you combine that with recent comments about how Kenneth Walker could be used, specifically in ways that haven't really worked for him in the past, it's easy to see why people are starting to worry. Even former All-Pro tackle Mitchell Schwartz admitted the Chiefs' offense has looked stagnant in recent years. But honestly, I'm not buying the idea that this team is just going to sit back and do nothing. In today's video, we're breaking everything down. What Andy Reid said that caused all the backlash. The good, the bad, and the ugly of it. And what Brett Veach revealed about Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, and the upcoming draft. Let's get into it. First up, Chiefs GM Brett Veach recently sat down with Peter Schrager, and there were some really interesting takeaways. He talked about how the NFL is a "what have you done for me lately" league. Sure, the Chiefs have had incredible success with multiple Super Bowls, but that doesn't last long. As soon as the season ends, it's straight into free agency and the draft. And reading between the lines, yeah, there's pressure. This team went 6-11 and missed the playoffs for the first time in over a decade. On top of that, the 2022 draft class has basically come and gone. Outside of George Karlaftis, that group is gone. Veach even admitted there's anxiety, both in free agency and heading into the draft. But at the same time, he made something very clear. Once training camp starts, none of that matters anymore. It's a brand new season. Now, the Chiefs also have something they haven't had in a long time, a high draft pick. At number 9 overall, Veach didn't give much away, and you could tell he was trying not to, but he did say this. The plan is to fill major needs in free agency, so they can stay flexible in the draft. And this year's draft is interesting. According to Veach, there aren't many quarterbacks going early. There's no clear elite tier, like Myles Garrett or Aiden Hutchinson. But there's strong depth across the board. So realistically, the Chiefs could go in multiple directions: receiver, edge rusher, defensive back, all on the table. The only thing that stood out? No mention of offensive tackle. Now, that could mean two things. They don't value a tackle that high. Or it's all a smokescreen. Let's talk about drafting for a second. If you had to pick one position the Chiefs have struggled with most under Brett Veach, what would it be? For me, it comes down to wide receiver, defensive end, and honestly, I lean wide receiver. Yes, they've had some contributors. Mecole Hardman had solid production. Rashee Rice looks like a star when healthy. Xavier Worthy showed flashes late in his rookie year. But overall, they haven't hit on a true long-term, elite receiver. Meanwhile, at defensive end, Mike Dana has been solid value. George Karlaftis is a legit starter. That's a better hit rate. Now shifting gears, let's talk about Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes. Veach said he knew Kelce was coming back almost immediately after the season ended. Kelce reportedly told coaches, "I'm not going out like this." And now he's back, on what's basically a one-year deal disguised as 3. As for Mahomes, he's locked in. We're talking rehab at the facility almost every day. Showing up early, staying late. Even bringing training staff with him when he travels. There's a real chance he's ready for week 1, and honestly, that changes everything. Now, let's get to the biggest talking point. Kenneth Walker. Veach called him a complete back: power, speed, explosiveness, versatility. And that's all great. But here's the issue. Andy Reid suggested Walker could be used both out of shotgun and under center. And that's where fans started freaking out. Because, statistically, Walker has struggled running out of shotgun. Meanwhile, the Chiefs run out of shotgun a lot. Faced the most light boxes in the NFL. Still had the least explosive run game. So the fear is simple. What if they don't adjust the scheme and try to force Walker into something he's not best at? Now, to be fair, this isn't black and white. Different team, different system, different offensive line. And most importantly, Patrick Mahomes changes everything. Defenses will play lighter boxes. That alone could boost Walker's efficiency. And look, Andy Reid isn't going to completely overhaul the offense. He already said that. But will he tweak it? I think so. Even Mitchell Schwartz pointed out Reid has adapted multiple times throughout his career. Yes, The offense looked stagnant from 2023 to 2025. But saying he's completely lost it? That feels like a stretch.